Yo, yo, yo! Trademarked by Eddie Lugo Studios. Eddie, it looks like you could use some more coffee. Let's have some together, and I brought my big mug. Now that's what I call a hot toffee coffee.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me some refill on this. I'm gonna take a quick look outside, and I'll be right back. Right? Don't go. Anybody, don't go nowhere. And Kenny, where you at? Almost there. Oh. Morning, sir. Thank you, everybody. Here's a quick. I can see him. Good news, good news, good news. Great, great news. The flag's still there. Oh, she's flowing and flying. Still on her spot. I just can't see nothing outside. That's how dark it is. It is raining right now, and it's still windy. But at least it's not as bad as I was expecting. As bad as I thought it was gonna be, the flag would have been gone. It's on I have a replacement pole for it, and I've just been too lazy to do it. But I do have yeah, the flag's still there. Now I see it. Earlier I couldn't see for nothing. It's finally getting a little light out there, but still it's very dark. And then I got Pickles sitting by the sofa, keeping an eye on it. So how's everybody? How's everybody doing? Mr. Mateo, how you doing? Waiting on the bank there to get here about 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Matt, are you busy today? You must be running around because I know this weather is coming up to your also. Let's see how that goes. Tell you, baby. That morning juice is good. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, yep, it's Eddie. He's a quick. I can see him. Meow, meow. I was hoping one of the cats stop by the screen and show up. I had no idea where Pebbles is at because it's been around. Every time I go to the kitchen, she follows me. So there you go.
Hey, buddy. I'll be right back,
Hey.
okay?
Bye.
I'm just going to grab some coffee and something to eat so I
Yes.
can take my medication. I'll be right back.
Amen. Go ahead. So we're here hanging out. He'll be quick. Eddie ran away. Please hold. Hey, Anthony's also here. Good morning, Anthony. What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope you're back in Florida. That you made it fine. Yep, flag's still fine. It's where it's supposed to be. I'm up this weekend, but got put up on work quarantine. Oh, that's not a good thing. Are you with the sea here running around? That's not a good thing. Uh-oh, Danny's here. Watch out. Danny Trouble Danny's here. So, yep. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's right. Yep. A very thing. Alice called out yesterday for both days. The alarm went off. I thought she was going to get up, but it seems like she shut it off and went back to bed. So, of course, my internet is perfect right now. Let me know if you want me to send you the link, Denise, so you could chat with the guys here. Danny is here. Yep. Angel Danny. I don't think so. I don't think so. I was checking on Facebook to see if I see Mr. Homeboy Kenneth over here, but I don't seem to find him. So who knows where he's hiding at? If he's hiding. So whatever he's doing, you know what I mean? He's probably chilling. I think he had a rough night last night. Went out and did some extra stuff, and today he's paying the price. So yes, we got some breaking news here from Atlanta. Boat rescues underway for residents of a flood Atlanta apartment complex. Oh, this happened 4 hours ago. So hopefully everything is done and clear by now. And then police. No, yours does not mean you should use them. That's right. I don't see anything else going on. So hopefully things are going good. We'll find out later how things are finally developing here. Right now, things are seems to be good outside. So I mean, at least in my area, seems to be good. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. The radar right now, it seems to be slowly but surely moving. I'm glad that is moving along and is being downgraded. So that helps a lot of people do better today. So hopefully we'll see. He may still be out of power. I know Scott kicked in country said they will probably lose power. Yeah. Usually they live on I think they live on like a hill area, maybe in a valley. And sometimes that could cause problems. Backslash says we had a flu and COVID outbreak in our office so far. I have a little head cold. So at least it's not that bad. So good.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a respiratory infection right now. That's where I was. I had to get some toast because if I take, I'm taking a steroid. You've
Yeah.
probably had prednisone, right, Eddie?
Yes.
Yeah. So I've never had it before, and they told me make sure you take it with food, or you're not going to feel so good. So,
I always try to have something in my belly, no matter what. No
yep,
matter what they
yep.
tell me.
Me too. Me too.
Unless I do some kind of concoction in the morning that has to have an empty stomach. But once it goes like an hour or so, and I find some stuff to drop down the gusset here and put it in my belly, I will do it.
Right.
And we got somebody on Facebook here. I was hoping that it was Kenny. Kenny, where are
I
you?
know. I just sent him a message, but I haven't heard from him. So if anybody
Yeah.
hears from Kenny, let us know if he's okay. I'm sure he is, but he's just no power.
Yeah. John says
Oh.
I was watching the Atlanta news. She said things are getting better. 2 hours ago, 500,000 people were without power. Now it's only 900,000, which is good. And like I said, most of this problem is happening on the northwest side of the city, the main city, over at Kennesaw and a few of those areas up there. It's very high elevated areas. So hopefully things will, the water is flowing and it will hit the Chattahoochee River soon and it'll be out of there. Oh my God! So I am very happy, very thankful to the Lord because we dodged a bullet. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what is happening right now. I was expecting to be on a dark house today, maybe a power a little later today or tomorrow. But thank God, it was just weird, man. Last night I just kept waking up and I feeling looking at the windows and I'm like, there's no noise. There's nothing really happening out there. What's the deal? And then finally I fell asleep. Forgot about it.
Yeah,
Forgot
you're
about the
getting the
whole thing.
emergency alert.
Fulton County Emergency Management. High winds in Fulton County. High winds are dangerous and can cause damage to property, severe injury, or death. Bring pets indoors. Do not go outside. Avoid travel until further notice. Stay in an interior room of a sturdy building or the lowest level in the building, away from windows and trees. Okay.
Craziness. Now, where? So you don't have to tell us exactly, but in Georgia, are you in the northern part of the state, southern, east, west? Where are you?
Right now on the southwest side of Atlanta. I'm about 20 minutes away from the airport.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. How's the wind? How's the wind right now? Can you hear it? They're howling.
It is not that bad, but it's like a tropical storm. It's not really that. I was expecting to be a lot tougher, a lot higher, but it seems to be like just a normal storm. So it's been raining here for the last 6-7 days. So
I think
we were
all of us. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We were, it's been raining for a few days. So there was a storm before the hurricane came up. So it kind of made it getting ready for what's coming. So
we got that rain that you had a few days ago. We're getting it now. Yeah. In fact, we're supposed to have it off and on all weekend. But excuse me, all of you. I know all of us have been worried about you guys, Eddie and Sharon, Kenny, and Denise and Dwayne, and everybody living south of the Macon Bacon line. Everybody in everybody in Florida as well. You know, Scott and Billy and Liz and Chris, everyone, my parents. So we're glad everybody is safe so far. We haven't heard anything to the contrary. One other thing I'd like to do is, Eddie, is I'm not trying to take over your show here, but I just appreciate you letting me come up. It's the first time I think I've been on your show.
Yes, live. Yes, like show yourself. Yes.
And I haven't had a morning quickie in a while, so I'm a little excited.
There we go. Drink up.
Yes,
sent the
sir.
link also to Kenny and also to Scott. I think Scott must be having some. He must have entered that the dark spot, and Kenny must be out of power. So
Right.
no worries, no worries, no worries. We'll be all happy. So after us, we're gonna go right into CME right after us, and then Mr. Chet at 8:30. Hopefully, he'll be on with Freaky Friday, and then 9 a.m. we'll turn around and hit go live together with Jeremy and hopefully Cheryl. Cheryl was out yesterday. She's been feeling a little also with the weather. So we'll see how she's doing today if she decides to come over. So, and
Matt
then
says,
later,
Matt
later
says,
tonight.
sorry, Matt says one day Eddie will let me be on. I don't think so. You're a Braves fan.
That's right.
He'll never let you on.
He better be happy he's in the chat right now.
Eddie, you a
Yes,
Yankees fan?
No.
No.
How dare you?
Well, I know you're from New York, so that's why I just asked. So
Mets, baby, Mets.
you like the Mets, yeah,
I don't.
brother.
I
am not.
the,
And being from Boston, I think you know how I feel about the Yankees. So
yes, I like Boston because back when I used to go to college in the 80s, that's where I wanted to move to Boston, and I just somehow I ended up staying in Brooklyn, and made my life there. Met Alice, and things changed for me. I was hoping to go to Boston, live there, and then from there move on and see the world. And it didn't happen, but hey, more power to me. I got to see the States with the company that I was working with for 27 years. I got to travel everywhere, so I cannot complain about that. Now with the cruising, I've been able to go to different countries. So we just gotta keep going little by little, So now I gotta just chill and stay home as much as possible.
Brooklyn.
My body is not the same like it was 10 years ago. So
Brooklyn's one of the better boroughs, I think, out of the 5 boroughs, because I've been to them all, and Brooklyn's one of the better ones in terms of neighborhoods and that. Looks like a pretty cool place to grow up. If you like the city life. I'm not a city boy. I live in the woods my whole life, but I spent some time in New York and
the jungle city there, the concrete city. Jungle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the concrete jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you ever visit New York City, you either love it or hate it. There's no turning around. There's no point about it or whatever. Boom, one or the other.
As a performing musician, I spent a lot of time in Manhattan, and I played a lot of bars there, especially in Greenwich Village. The type of music that we played fit well with the demographics of the village, and that if anybody, and I'm sure Eddie, you've been there, but if anybody else has never been to Greenwich Village and you get a chance to go, hopefully when the politics settle a little bit, but go to Greenwich Village. It is such a cool part of the city. And there's a lot of history there. I mean, as far as music goes, Janis Joplin, Bob Dylan, you name it, they've all played on Bleecker Street there in the village. So pretty cool. Cool place.
Yes, definitely. I've been to Bleecker a lot because of the trains. I transfer at Bleecker a lot. Every time I went to see Alice at her job on 34th Street, I was working on 59 in Lexington, and sometimes I used to come down and trade trains and go to West 4 and then Bleecker, go up the stairs, go to the next round, and go outside. And I'm telling you, it's so many different neighborhoods in New York that sometimes you might feel lost because you show up in one place and then you're like, where am I? It is so different.
Right. And some of it looks the same too.
Yes.
You'll get in some of these neighborhoods and you're like, all right, wait a minute, where am I? Should I be here? Right.
Even sometimes on television, I get fooled because they show a section in Brooklyn and I think it's Manhattan, or they show somewhere in Manhattan and go, oh, that's such and such near this, and then they show the area and like, wait a minute, it's not. What the hell am I?
So the nice thing about Bleecker too is it's Chinatown is right around the corner, and then on the other end of well, it's not just Bleecker, but if you go the other way, you'll end up in Times Square. So it's right in the middle of everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's your main hub. One thing about Times Square is that it's always packed. But once you go a couple blocks up, dead. So don't feel that is the whole city is just like that. Most of the city is, but because of the fashion district and all that stuff is right there. That area is very mostly tourists go there, and it gets pretty packed. Sometimes in the weekends, I used to tell Alice, we should go to the to Times Square and hang out. She's like, nope, 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 and no. But she was
No,
using the trains
no.
5 days a week, so she's like, no, yep, not on the weekends. So I used
Did-
to either go by myself or go hang out in Coney Island or something else.
Is Alice working this morning?
No, sir. She
Thank
called out
God.
yesterday, telling no, I'm staying home, which I'm
Thank
glad.
God.
I was either gonna have to drive her and go get her later, but she says no. I'm gonna take a couple of days off and stay home. I don't feel like being out there in this weather. And I'm telling you, we were expecting it to be a lot worse. Thank God it's not. At least in our area here, it's been extremely nice. I mean, I'm right now. There's no wind. The flag is moving a little bit. It's getting a little light up already, but I don't see any major, real bad wind going. And it is probably raining, and it's raining. It's not raining that bad. It's a light rain, so which I'm glad. What will happen a little later, I have no idea. But it seems like the whole band of it is already leaving Macon, which is south of here, and that should be towards the end of it. So now Tennessee and West Virginia, Virginia, all of them are getting hit with it. I know South Carolina got some a nice band of rain, and it's probably about to hit North Carolina. So that's why probably the weather and the losing of the power already. So there
Well, we
is
were lucky enough. Sorry, brother. Go ahead.
yeah. There's a load of light trucks down in Florida in the Ocala area, ready to start fixing stuff. I haven't even heard anything bad about Tallahassee and all that where the hurricane came in. So it must have not been that bad, or there's nothing on the news yet about it. At least that we have heard here. Every channel that I checked here is talking about Atlanta, so I haven't seen say anything about Florida. So who knows?
Yeah,
So,
I did hear from my mom, but she's inland. She's just about 20 minutes south of Orlando. I know Robin and Chet live somewhere in the center part of the state as well, and I think they just got rain and some wind. But well, Scott McNeil is here, so maybe he can
Yeah.
chime in and let us know how things are going. Because he's in Panama City, right?
mhm.
Yeah,
He's
so
closer
hopefully
to
everybody's down
Alabama,
there is safe.
Mobile.
We heard from Chris and Liz from Carnival Cruise Attic, so
Yeah.
and she didn't say too much, so hopefully they're all doing pretty well. So
Yes, they're in the Fort Myers area, which is way south of Tampa, so they should be all right. Even I saw some news earlier, and they kept showing streets and all that in Tampa, and everything seems to be all right. For the consequences. Oh, like it could have been a lot worse, but at least right now it's not a bad. It's as bad. That's a really scary storm going your way. Yep. Who's this Premier Hill?
so Premier Hell is he's connected to my channel. He was the one that and Premier, no disrespect, my brother, but he was the one I was talking about earlier in the stream about having to vet people, because I had him come up on and he was hammered. He was hammered drunk, and made for an interesting live stream, probably one of my most different ones. So, but he's a good guy. He gets a little off topic, so moderators just keep an eye on him, and if he gets too political or rated R, just But Premier, I love you. You know that, brother.
Ouch! 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 Lisa, good morning, Lisa. Lisa J. Stocks is also here. He said, I'm an orchard boy. Sure. Matt says, I live on the North Carolina Inner Banks. So that's at the St. John. I get about 3 hours if I combine it all, but still upset about it. Oh, okay.
Damn law.
Yankees are overpaid movie stars. You got that right. That's why I don't care for that team. I'm sorry, but hey, just the way
I
it
mean,
is.
if you look at their numbers, I mean, they're up there and one of the best teams ever as far as like wins and all that. But yeah, they're a bunch of prima donnas.
Yeah, for the money they make every year, they should be winning some pennant every year, but they don't. So
yeah,
and I'm telling you, it's just
we have a saying
here. Now.
We have a saying here in the Boston area: Yankees suck. That's what we say. I'm sure they say the same thing about the Red Sox. So
you should hear some of the stuff.
Right.
I have been to Manhattan a few times. It's dirty, smells. The people are rude. Used to go to Bayshore, Long Island, and a lot, and that was nice. Yeah, the more you go to the city, the better. I don't, I love New York, but there are areas where, yeah, I agree. It's just like that everywhere. Like I said, I had the chance to travel the States, and I've been to places that I would love to go back. I've been to places that I don't want to go back. I don't care if you pay me twice. No.
When I spent most of my time in Manhattan, it was right around 9/11 and then 3 or 4 years afterwards. So the city was a little different then. It was a lot cleaner. There was a lot more American pride, obviously, just because of what had happened. And I think over the last 4 or 5, 6 years, things have slipped there in the city. But if you do get a chance, take it for what it's worth. Go to the sites, go to Times Square, go to Central Park. Do it during the day, but go to Central Park, go to Battery Park, go to all those places. Manhattan's a cool island, man. It really is. Just be careful. And like I said, take it for what it's worth. It is the big city.
And it will eat you alive if you're not prepared for it. So,
oh yeah,
make sure you're in a safe alert mode every time. Logan says today's show is showing Atlanta. They have a lot of water rescue and 3 have died. Wow. They say the worst is yet to come. Ooh, because the bottom of the storm is what's still coming. That's down in Macon, which is we should be getting some of it. But it doesn't seem to be that, like I said, at least that bad for our side. So unless for some reason we're skipping the whole section, I'm glad, because I don't want to. Anyway, they can get into Tallahassee due to the storm surge, but not sure. Okay, so that's probably why.
Our rescue crews up here, we have some specialized rescue crews. One of them is Swiftwater Rescue. And they've been on alert since yesterday. And I don't know if any of them, probably not, just because it sounds like there hasn't been too much of an issue as far as the amount of damage in that. But they've been on alert, and they were ready to travel with boats and everything and divers to go from here and work from North Carolina all the way down to Florida. So I haven't heard any word if they've sent anyone, but they've been on alert for probably 2 days now. So
yeah. Scott says, John, I lived 20 minutes from Bayshore. I have to have 8 or 10 hours leftovers from West Nile. Used to sleep 22 hours a day. Seriously. Ooh, ouch. Yikes. That's a lot of time there. Holy mama. Can I hear everything is here today? Hi, Tiffany. Good morning to you. Bryant Park, it's Christmas time, daytime. Yes, Bryant Park, yes. It is very nice there. There's a lot of kiosk, people selling stuff for Christmas. Because it is very nice. But prepare for the weather, because it could get some winters could get very cold.
Right.
And then you got that breeze coming from the river, so watch out. I'm going to go for next year and see the Statue of Liberty. Good.
Ground Zero is very humbling. As a firefighter, I talked about this maybe last week, and yeah, bring some Kleenex, man, and be prepared to get emotional, because it's quite a humbling place.
It is a very seldom place. I got upset last week. I think somebody put a post on Facebook. They took pictures of down there in the museum. It is a seldom place. It's a cemetery. You're not supposed to take pictures of video.
Right.
this person did, and I just walked away because it really pissed me off.
Yeah, me
But I'm
too.
like, you just can't really stop them. So
Some people don't get it. They don't mean any ill, but they just don't understand. But yeah, go there and take memories with you. Those are the photographs you need to take. Is just click them up here.
and I'm
Remember
telling you,
those?
the moment you walk down there, you feel the difference.
Yeah, you do, man. I'll tell you, the energy is totally different, isn't it? And remember, those are people, man. Those are our people. They had families and husbands and wives and significant others and everything. So it's not to
Yeah.
be taken lightly. Very, very humbling place.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Definitely that with that. Scotty to Chrissy, how are you, buddy? Yeah, I think Scott is having a great time. He's doing definitely doing great. He was on Jimmy's show this earlier, so he's doing good. He's in the chat now. Great, Matt. How are you, buddy? Jimmy start EMT class. This is on Monday. All right.
Awesome, Matt. Good for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Now, now you're both feet into it now, kid. Firefighter and an EMS provider. Yay!
Yeah. my brother's EMT. At least he was back in the 90s, and then he walked away for the whole thing because he wanted to be a fireman. But there's something wrong with my brother's on his lineage or on his stomach. So something maybe prevent him from doing that. I didn't get too involved in why things did change for him. But hey, whatever he decided to do, he's doing some different businesses now. My ex-husband is a fire medic, says Didi. So congratulations to you, Matt. Very nice. Yeah, one of my dad's cousin's husband died from 9/11. I lost a cousin there myself. And that's why it kind of hits home when I see things like that. It's been over 20-something years, and to have somebody go take pictures and video of the place, it really bothered me. But moving on.
We have a resident in the town that I live in. So every year, and Mike talked about it a few weeks ago, we do our 9/11 celebration. My God, why did I say that? Memorial at the fire station on 9/11. And there's a woman that lives in the town that I work in, and her husband was on one of the planes that crashed into one of the towers. And she comes every year to our memorial with her children. And God, just that alone makes it pretty emotional. So,
oh yeah. I was supposed to be in the towers that day. We had plans we had plans to be working in New York. We were gonna go there that day, and like 6 days before I made it to New York, I was pulled from the team and sent down to Miami to work down there. And thank God that two of the guys woke up late that day, and they didn't make it. And boom, the whole thing just went nuts. So I'm glad things were different.
I'm glad you weren't there, because we never would have met. And
no rallies, none of this.
And there are stories of people that, again, we talk about PMA and dealing with things mentally. Mm-hmm. There are some people that missed that flight that were supposed to be on it, or that woke up and for some reason they just felt like they needed to cancel the flight without even knowing, and they did that. So,
I'm telling you,
thank God for that intuition.
Sometimes you hear that voice, you got to listen to it.
Right, yeah. Eddie, you're exactly right.
Yeah, because you never know. As I'm getting older, sometimes I hear things like, wait a minute, why? And sometimes it's like, why am I late? Why am I this? Why are the lights changing? It's like, wait a minute, let me just keep going this way. Say nothing happened. So good thing that that's what it was supposed to be. Maybe if I would have gone the other way against my will, things would have been different. So
yeah,
you just never know.
Like you said, that little voice in there, you need to listen to it. Everything happens for a reason in life. We can't explain the reasons why sometimes, but you just have to, like you said, brother, you got to sometimes listen to that voice and do what it's telling you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice got to see the second tower go down from her window, her job in New York when she was working. She worked in the North Tower back in the 80s, on the 88th floor. and then eventually the company moved out of there to more uptown. So, but she was working that day when they found out about about the first plane. They were looking out the window when the second plane hit, and I mean that must have been a hell of an experience to see that.
I
I
can't
was in
even imagine.
Miami at the time when it did.
I mean, we were watching it live on television, but I was here in New Hampshire working. I was on duty that day. I mean, I talked about all this, but yeah, we seen so I was on the phone with a union brother, and he said, we need to hang up this conversation, go look at the TV. And that was
Yeah.
right after the first plane hit the first tower. And then of course we were glued to the TV all day. Horrible, terrible day. So yeah.
Yep, definitely. But hey, things life moves on. You know, life finds a way to continue, and we'll see what happens. You know, you never
Right.
know. You know, the darkness, trouble is always around the corner. We just gotta be diligent and keep our eyes open and be alert. You know, so if you visit New York, just I will advise you to always be in a group. Keep your valuables in your front pocket, and don't show too many big bills because you never know who might be keeping an eye on you. It is a big city, and I'm telling you, if you don't watch out, the city will eat you alive. So I
Yes,
mean,
indeed.
I'm used to it. I know how to move around and how to who to keep an eye on. And but it's a wonderful place to be at. Also, don't go by with a bad feeling about it. Then just don't go. But yes, well, Aaron says United 93 was figuring as well. All four planes were supposed to take up around the same time, but 93 was delayed. That allowed him to learn these hijackers were different. Yep, hijackers were different. You got that right, sir. Very, very, very well said. Yeah. I'm all about gut instinct. Yes, Didi, you got that right. You know, sometimes your belly tells you what's going to happen. So intuition is so strong. Yes. I also want to go to Gloucester, Massachusetts to see the commercial fishing memorial. Oh, nice. There is another one in Fort Lauderdale, near the airport, Fort Lauderdale Airport, on right there on I-95. You see there's a big museum that has to do with commercial fishing and all that. I can't remember the name of it. It's been a while since I've been to Miami. Hopefully next year on our next cruise that we're doing in May out of Miami, we'll probably my plan is to drive down to my brother's house, leave the car there, and have him take us to the port, and then pick us up the week after. So that's what we're planning to do next time I go down to Miami in May, and then we go back in October for the Aqua to do that. But in January, we're traveling to Galveston. I get to see Jeremy and Cheryl there the night before, and then I'll be hanging out with the Huddlestones and a half luggage for travel for a whole week on the Royal Caribbean. So it should be an interesting cruise that coming up. I'm hoping that the one now in October gets taken care of. We'll see October 1st if the this union stuff that is happening that's going to be happening in the ports will be taken care of. If not, we'll see how things develop and how long and it will take to be taken care of. So we'll see. You have the day off, Jimbo. Says
I do.
the
I have a sick day today. Matt, Gloucester's not, and that's pronounced Gloucester. It's not Gloucester or any other version. It's Gloucester. It's not very far from my house. And if you've never seen the commercial fishing memorial there, it's another humbling place. What it does is it honors those fishermen and those seafaring people that went out and never came back. So they
Oh,
lost.
like from the Pepper Stone movie, something like that.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a statue that has it looks like the Gloucester fisherman. If you've ever gotten those frozen fish sticks with the guy on the picture, it kind of looks like that with the big wheel and the raincoat on and all that. So it
Yeah.
looks like that, and it's a humbling place, really. Another one of those places. So you'll enjoy it in terms of happy to be and experience there. So, and you'll get to see the fishing port. That's beautiful as well.
Yes. I'm telling you, I love New England. I love so. Ooh, baby, I could eat a bunch.
You live close enough to New England, man. The seafood here, I'm telling you, when I say it's the best in the world, and I've tried fish from all over the world, and even though it's good, the best seafood is here in New England. It really is.
I end up going all the way to Maine to have my first lobster.
Yep.
And I had 4 that night.
Ooh.
That's how much I liked it.
A typical
I had it in Miami, and it didn't taste the same. But once I had the New England,
I got a lobster on the last cruise, the MSC cruise. I'm like, I've never tried a lobster down in the Gulf. Well, it was one of those clawless ones or whatever that just tasted like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, after growing up here in New England and eating
a lobster right there.
Yeah, not very good. You know, I suppose if you've never had New England lobster and you have nothing to compare it to, I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I mean, I ate it, but it was like, no, this is not real lobster. So,
yes, the longshore shoreman strike that's going to be coming up in October 1st. Let's see how that develops. Hopefully, we'll be taken care of quickly or before, because otherwise, a lot of the cruise ports will be in trouble. What will they do? Will they bring somebody else to recover the area? Will the cruise lines get involved in it and take care of it? We'll find out. How long will it last? I have no idea, but I'm hoping that it does comes in and goes so fast. Radio Jonesy, how you doing? Best seafood is in Tasmania. He's talking stuff here now.
Wrong. Wrong.
Tiffany says the lobster here in the Canadian Maritimes ain't too shabby either.
Absolutely.
We got all that New England stuff going there.
It's the same. It's the same water and the same temperature of water. So hell yeah,
that's right. So
Canadians eat the same seafood that we do. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Definitely agree with her. Then and all that good stuff. Yes. Well, everybody, let's get ready for CME. They should be on in a few minutes. They should have a poll. Also, make sure you hit that poll. Give Marcia a great good morning. Tell Kurt to go click and solve or something, to go lit up a firecracker and put it someplace else where he can see the light. And why am I always picking on him? I'm telling you, every morning I pick on Kurt. But what the hell?
It's because we love him. You know, in the fire service, we have a saying: if the guys aren't picking on each other, then they don't like you. So, Kurt, just take it as a compliment. If he's picking on you, that means he loves you.
Oh, I know. Sometimes he picks on me, and I'm like, what the hell? It's like yesterday. I don't know if you realized on the group you had, me and Scott, we were picking each other. I even said to him, "What the hell?" And I left the group and everything. So he gets back with me on a messenger. Oh, dude, man, I wasn't. I say, man, I was just messing with you. I know. If I give it, I gotta take it too. So don't worry about it.
Right.
So,
hey, and Jonesy, real quick. You know, I'm joking. I've never had the seafood in the Southern Hemisphere, so I'll have to try it.
Yeah, one of us goes there, then we'll see what happens.
I have, but not the Pacific Ocean. So,
and we'll have to try with a Foster.
No, I don't drink beer anyway. You know, I'm a whiskey guy.
I'm done. I've been.
Yeah, Sean. If Sean was here, man, he'd be like,
"What the?"
Right?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, I was surprised we didn't see him this morning. I know Fridays aren't really good for him. It's nighttime there, but I was hoping we'd see him.
I thought he was going to stop in and tell Kenny a few things, but
I thought he would too. But it's they're celebrating the Jewish holiday, and I know it's it's kind of a personal time for them right now with his dad passing recently and that. So, thoughts and prayers go to him and Alana and their family, and hope they're okay. That's all. So,
and Danny says, Eddie, if Sean was here, he will spank you. You're crazy. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. So, All right, guys, it's about to be 8 o'clock. Thank you, Jamie, for hanging out with me
Thank you for having me.
this 45 minutes. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Like I've been told, I told Scott before, on Friday mornings, pop in. I don't mind it. I have Joe here before. Scott been here a few times. Now you're here, so.
Well,
you know,
usually I'm chiming in from the road. I'm in the car going to work, but
yeah.
unfortunately,
I'm glad you're home today. So
yeah. So thank you. I
get
appreciate it.
get some rest this weekend. Get better.
I will. Thank you.
A lot of none of that, and some coffee to get you all warmed up. Everybody, thank you very much for hanging out with me this past 45 minutes, hanging out.
Don't forget the like button.
Go to CME, give it some hell over there, and see how the rest of the day goes. So everybody, you know what? Stay out of trouble. I got no money for bail. I'll see you all later.
Bye, guys.